Hey designer toy fans, are you looking for a new store to check out?
Yes, we are!
Have you ever been to Rotofugi in Chicago, Illinois?
No, we haven't!
Well, you might want to check it out. It's been there since July of 2004, and they have everything designer toys. Everything you can imagine that would be designer toys, including Kid Robot,
Pins,
Safubi,
plush,
Pop Vinyl.
and so much more.
Make sure to head over to rotofugi.com and check out their online store as well, where you can pick up things and have them delivered right to your door. But if you're in the Chicago area, make sure to stop in and say hi to the Rotofugi crew. Hey everyone, welcome to the UVD Weekly Wrap-Up, the show where the team from UrbanVinylDaily.com goes over everything there is to know in the designer toy, art, street art, and Safubi world. I'm your host, Travis Likens.
And I'm Ben Pierce.
And we're back for episode 66, which we have entitled...
Don't be a tardigrade.
Exactly.
Which we'll explain later.
So we'll explain that a little later on. But the exciting news is...
We've been talking about our show for the past 45 minutes in order to try to plan for you guys.
So let's see. So we did receive a comment, not on our last week's episode, but on our episode from March 14th.
Yeah.
That we do want to read. And the comment is from one Mr. T.
Mr. T.
And it says...
I pity the fool.
It does not. But what it does say is, it says, even if you guys don't do a video, awesome. It says, I appreciate that you do put images relating to what you are talking about. I feel like with the art/toy scene that is so visual, it is nice to be able to see what you are talking about. Well, thank you, Mr. T. We definitely agree. And that's why we try to make sure we do that. There was a period of time where we weren't doing that, but partially because we sucked. We sucked, and partially because we were busy and got lazy about it. So we're going to not do that anymore. And we're going to try to make sure that we are always updating you. And then hopefully we'll be bringing you videos again soon where you'll get to see our smiling face. But actually, we received a lot of information that people actually liked listening to us kind of better. Not here on YouTube, but on the old podcasting. So we did put ourselves back on Podbean. You just have to go over to iTunes, if that's where you get your podcast, and you'll find the Token Nerd Network, and you can subscribe to that, and you'll receive all the podcasts that we do. So UVD Weekly Wrap-Up is now back on iTunes.
Huzzah.
So we're trying to make sure we're getting back to where people want to hear us. Apparently, there is some interest in listening to Ben and I,
Which is a surprise to both of us.
Ramble on about nothing.
Geeky things.
So,
from pop figures to Star Wars.
But since last week and the launch of the Janky Kickstarter, we want to give you guys another update. We're calling it Janky Watch 2018.
Pew, pew, pew. Bah. Brat, brat.
So as Ben goes through everything that Toy Break used to do, we are back talking about Janky. So Janky, if you did not know, is a limited edition toy designed by Paul Abundance and Huck Gee. And it features 16 world famous artists putting designs on a platform. And they've got a lot of money.
Mucho money.
I'm not sure where they were when we talked about this last time, but I know they were funded. I believe they were close to 100K at that point, maybe a little over. And now they are at $367,456 with 2,511 backers with 23 days to go.
Sky's the limit.
I think they're going to get funded.
Let's talk about these stretch goals that they've unveiled.
So throughout the week, they actually have been revealing some pretty cool contests and things that have helped them kind of get crazier and higher up. So what they did do is, like, if there was like a janky blank like drawing that was posted, and they challenged 100 people to post an image of their version of Janky, and apparently they did it, and it unlocked it, and now you will receive a Jake Parker Ready Tech Janky series number 1 to the series. So they'll be adding this character designed by
Jake Parker.
No.
Radici?
Oh, Jake Parker, Radici. Yeah, okay, Radici.
Jake Parker's
okay.
the person, Radici's the designer.
I understand it now. So that has been unlocked. So let's see here, complete 12 challenges.
What's a challenge?
To do that. So what was the challenge for these dead bunny slippers? Okay.
Listed below.
Okay, so there's a whole bunch of things. Okay, wow, this is a lot of stuff. So to get it, they've got the first two 1,000% funded. They are near the 1,500% funded. Let's see. So they're near that. It was like 1,400 and some percent. So that probably is going to go. Let's see here. Post 200 drawings, which is completed. So now they're trying to get to 400 drawings. Wow. So if you're wanting to do the blank, you take the blank form and then you go ahead and you put up the, the picture on social media, and then you go ahead and you put hashtags so they can find it and tag Super Plastic, I'm sure, and that'll get to where they know that that's going on. They're also doing photo bombs with Janky. So they posted a picture of like the gold Janky, and then you just superimpose that on one of your photos, photobombing the photo, and they've already got most of that unlocked. So we need 400. They're somewhere between 150 and 400 currently. I did see somebody did one of these challenges to get a tattoo. So somebody got a Janky tattoo to free up one of those.
Just make a Wikipedia page for Janky. That's like,
why didn't we do that?
That's
so easy.
I mean, anyone could do that.
I feel like it's
just crowdsourcing someone taking the time to make a Wikipedia page.
I feel like somebody's done this. So draw a drunk Janky. That should be fairly easy. We should do that. Do a Janky dance video, whatever that is.
I'm sure we can make a Janky dance video.
So if you want to help unlock the dead bunny slippers, which ironically kind of look like a dunny, but anyway, that's a whole nother thing. If you want to help make that out, we need to get, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
5 more.
We need 5 more challenges to get
in the 23 days.
In the 23 days to get unlocked. Shouldn't be a problem. But if you want to participate, head over to Kickstarter.com and search Janky in the search bar, and you can find the entire list of Janky challenges that will help unlock these stretch goals. And of course, you can always back the project there as well. And, get yourself some Jankies and some free Jankies, and get a referral link to get more free Jankies and 8-inch Jankies and other figures from Pete Fowler and all kinds of stuff. It's just turned into a one-stop shop for everything Super Plastic. So if you want to help support this and keep it going, I wonder if it's going to hit 500K. What do you think?
No, I don't think there's enough to get to 500.
Wait a second here. Did something happen while did we say 367,000?
Yes.
Yeah, they only got to go 130K.
Yes, but they already have like the people that wanted it. What are you going to do? Like pull out grandma's purse and be like, Grandma, sign up for a Kickstarter.
I think there's more than 2,500 people that want this.
But they've had a week to pledge in.
I don't know. The people over at HasLab, anybody pay attention to this? Recently, they launched the, back at Toy Fair, they launched the Jabba's sail barge, like from Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
It's 4 feet long.
Sure.
It's $500 a piece.
Sure.
They had a goal to sell 5,000 of them.
Good luck. But they did it because they're Star Wars.
It didn't look like they was going to do it, and then they did it, and it just blew up. So I think they'll get to 500K.
I don't feel like this is the same boat, though.
I'm calling it now. They're going to get to 500K.
Because you're going to donate
a 500K,
$133,000.
I think they're going to get it. I don't know. It's just
second mortgage on your house.
I mean, it's not going up at the speed it was at the beginning, but it's still going up, and they have a lot of days.
I just think we've saturated.
Okay, Janky Watch 2018. Travis says 500K. Ben says they're done. So we'll see.
Well, Ben says we're not going to make it to 500. Whether it's done or not, I took the low on that high low.
So that's Janky. Again, if you want to check it out, make sure to head over to Kickstarter.com and put in Janky in the search bar, and you'll get over there and you can back and learn about goals and
dog shit,
all kinds of crazy stuff. So. Hey, Ben, have you ever been to Chicago?
Well, yes, I have, Travis.
Well, next time you're there, you should make sure to stop and check out this place called Gallery F.
Wow, I've never heard of them before. Where are they located?
They are found at 2415 North Milwaukee Avenue in Chicago, Illinois, and they feature some of the best artists that you can find around.
Really?
They have a major focus on local Chicago artists like J.C. Rivera, L.O., Penny Pinch, T. Monet, and many, many more. And they also bring in people from all over the country and world.
Wow, I'll really have to check them out. Hopefully there's a brewery down the street.
Yeah, you can get yourself a drink and then head over and check out all the posters and original screen prints that they do offer as well in the gallery.
Do they have a downstairs gallery?
Yes, they do. It's called The Underground. You can check out this and more by heading over to GalleryF.com. What do you got, Ben?
To be honest, when I saw the name Garth, I was hoping for Wayne's World. But
Wayne's World!
Party on! But
heck, that's party time, isn't it?
I don't know. it's been too long since I've watched either of the Wayne's Worlds. Or Bobby's World. All right. First thing out of me. is yesterday, Mondo, along with Mike Setvin and Unbox Industries, released the third colorway of the Devilman figure. So it was available at, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time yesterday, which was May 22nd, on the mondotees.com website. 12 inches tall and features a crap ton of color on it. It's mainly blue, but has red wings, and it's like really super detailed, like the other two colorways. And I believe it was $160 for these.
Pretty cool. Kind of has a little bit of a Skinner vibe to me. Also, like gargoyles from the 90s. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's cool though.
But I think it's based on a print that he did. So they've made 3 colorways of the figure.
Gotcha. Awesome. So we have another update for you guys. Unfortunately, we were not able to attend the Kaws installation
Due to lack of forewarning.
or also being on a Tuesday. I don't know what they were thinking on that, but
They probably just wanted to curb the enthusiasm a little bit.
I think it probably was just, Kaws was available to come out for this Tuesday event. So that's probably what it was.
It's the Cavs game.
So it turns out the piece is called Waiting, and it's a ginormous bronze statue that was hosted by the Library Street Collective there in Detroit. And it is, it says permanent.
I figured as much.
So the bronze statue will be on display permanently based on this, based on the hashtag in the photo. And it's pretty cool. I mean, it's really cool to see a Kaws piece out here in the Midwest, and it's a giant statue, and it's going to be there for a while. So I'm excited. I'll have to make my way up to Detroit next time I'm there. This will definitely be a stop I want to make. It's right downtown. If you haven't been to the Detroit area, it's near where the Shepherd Ferry mural is, and Library Street Collective is right across the street. So it's definitely a spot to check out. There is a parking garage that is behind there that is filled with wonderful pieces designed and painted by many people in the street art and the street art scene, including people like Dabs Mila and Tris Neaton and Sainer and all kinds of people. So if you're ever in Detroit, or if you're just looking for a short jaunt vacation to somewhere in the Midwest, it's definitely the place to check out.
So for the people that want to know the exact location, it said it is installed in front of the One Campus Meritus in downtown Detroit.
So right there near the old Library Street Collective. Ironically, though, the piece they released previously in Qatar is very awesome. Also, it was not an original. Let me rephrase that. This piece was not originally designed to be in this airport, but is currently on display in the Qatari airport, and it's pretty cool. I mean,
Giant lies.
These giant small lies.
Small lies.
Giant small lies. So it's just really cool that his pieces are getting he's been doing this for a while, but they're getting out there and they're getting in a lot of places where a lot of people are seeing it. And, it's unfortunate that some of the recent toys have been subpar as far as quality. Janky. Subpar as far as quality is concerned, but it's really cool to see how expansive his reach has become, and to see these giant statues actually on display in cities around the world, and some of them becoming permanent fixtures. Considering, he started out as, kind of like in our little scene. And,
if Detroit goes even more bankrupt, they'll just sell the Kaws for a bunch of money.
For the bronze. They'll melt it down.
Sell all their artwork off and then sell the Kaws.
Yeah. So it's very cool, though. What do you got now, Ben?
So we are to the point where we reference a tardigrade. So the reason we bring it up is because we received a press release email from DoomCo in Chicago, the Wicker Park-based toy and statue fabricator. So they teamed up with Squibbles Inc., also in Chicago, and made a 3D rendition of a tardigrade, which is pretty much
a dust mite,
a big old dust mite that's naturally on your skin and stuff like that. So you can probably look one up. Many times magnified, and it'll gross you out just a tiny bit.
Kind of has a butt for a mouth.
the little thing it says is, like the humble water bear, our handsome tardigrade art toys made of a durable vinyl that can survive for hundreds of years. Ta-da.
Ta-dum.
So this piece in particular is 3 1/4 inches tall.
It was produced by Squibbles Inc.
Out of Chicago.
Out of Chicago as well. There you go. So
where
can I get one, Ben? from this press release?
Let's look at this. It looks like DoomCo Designs.
So DoomCo Designs.
I think so. Because there's not any sort of press release.
Yeah. So it's
not any sort of pricing.
Oh, gotcha. So it's a pretty cool looking little figure. Kind of has almost like a soft vinyl vibe to it. I'm not sure if it is soft vinyl or not. They didn't really say in the press release, but it's cool to see somebody jumping into the toy world and making their own little designer toy.
It is soft vinyl.
Oh, it is soft vinyl. I must have missed that.
It is their first art toy designed entirely in virtual reality and produced in soft vinyl.
So they 3D sculpted it and produced it in soft vinyl. There you go.
Ta-da.
So very cool little piece. And it's definitely, if they're producing something as weird as that, I'm definitely keeping my eye on DoomCo because they may be making some more crazy, weird looking stuff in the future. And maybe they'll become something big. But we got more crazy stuff to talk about. That's something we don't normally talk about. But some people have probably never heard of this company, but it's a... we'll just start out by saying they make a lot of pop culture reference stuff that's really high quality action figures. They are called SH FigureArts, and they work with like companies like Bandai a lot of times to produce figures utilizing their licenses. So the very cool thing about these figures is I almost consider them like designer toys for action figures. So it's pretty cool. As far as that's concerned, I currently am on the Dragon Ball kick. I'm pre-ordering their 2018 line of Dragon Ball figures. And currently they've released Goku. They have pre-orders for Master Roshi and Bulma. And it'll be pretty cool to see where they kind of go with this. They've also produced the dragon from Dragon Ball, Sharon. And it's pretty massive. It's really expensive, $85. And it comes on this base that I don't really like, but that's a whole nother thing. So, but these figures themselves, like if you haven't looked at them, they're highly articulated. They always include multiple face plates, hands, weapons, accessories, all kinds of different things like that. And they do run kind of expensive because they are imported from Japan. The figures are usually roughly around $50 each for an action figure. That's a lot of money, but they're worth it.
Yeah. Looking at the Amazon listing for the Dragon, it looked like it was almost a foot tall.
It probably was.
It's 280 millimeters.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
So I think it's $85 compared to the $50 for this.
For the little guy, yeah. For Goku, because he's only probably about 4 inches tall.
Plus a bunch of accessories.
Yeah, so Goku's, it's Dragon Ball Goku, so it's like Kid Goku, so he's really short in comparison to the other characters. They also did Dragon Ball Z about a year or two ago. And those figures are, taller, obviously, because the character is taller. But figures are all to scale, so, I mean, it's really cool. But they also have, they're doing Harry Potter. They've done a ton of different...
Gojira.
They've done a ton of different, Marvel-type things, so Avengers and Hulk and those kind of things. They've also done a ton of different, mech toys in the SH FigureArts style. And let's see here. What else we got? Godzilla. And then Kamen Rider, but it's like the newer Neo Alpha version, so it's not like the one you would think of that was in Power Rangers back in the day. But he had his own show, obviously, but he just crossed over. So, but it's like if you like Japanese history stuff, but you also like pop culture in general, they do a ton of different stuff, different things. I mean, they even have they got Anakin Skywalker. Look at that.
They even have Ant-Man.
They do the Marvel stuff. So I mean, they have a little bit of stuff for everybody, really. I mean, as far as if you like high quality action figures
with Prime shipping,
because you can order a lot of these on Amazon Prime, and like I said, they're expensive because they are imported, but you get what you pay for. And it's seriously, some of the figures, they're like the best representations of these characters I've ever seen. It's pretty insane how much they are. And really, they're expensive individually, but you don't have to buy it. They don't release a wave of figures all at once, right? So they usually do pre-orders. We're looking at the Harry Potter pre-order right now, and they're Harry Potter from what movie is this? When they're
it's the first one,
the very first one, when they're little tiny kids. Mm-hmm. But they kind of come out in a wave. So it's October, November, December, and that's all three of them. So it's not like you're buying it, kind of have to buy all three figures at once, and you're not going to get them if you don't do it that way. So you can kind of payment plan it.
Yeah, space them out.
So, but if you don't know that, you can check it out. Head over to SH FigureArts I believe it's .com, but our website's not showing that. Yeah, shfigurearts.com. And you can check it out. But if you're an artist, they also sell blank figures that are like the best human form figures I've ever seen as far as like articulation and stuff like that. So if you're looking at trying to like draw the human body, that's a good way to.
I thought you were going to say make a dad bod figure.
If you're trying to make a dad bod figure with a big gut, they don't really have that option. Most of these figures seem to be in shape. We could put some Sculpey on the front of it and give it like a little dad bod look. But
maybe take some hair off the top.
Exactly. So, but that kind of wraps up the week. We are saving 5 points news for the most part. For our episode next week, we're going to do a 5 points rundown. That's the plan anyway. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see how it goes.
When we get there next week and we realize we didn't write down anything the entire week, we'll see how that goes. But we're going to try to do that. It looks like a lot of cool stuff's coming out of 5 points. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, you're going to head over to 5pointsfest.com and you can check out the ticket pricing and all that kind of stuff. VIP tickets get you into the after parties and the Designer Toy Awards and all kinds of crazy stuff. I'll be at the Designer Toy Awards. I'll be at the show, probably at the after party. So if you ever wanted to see me or meet me, this is the time.
First drinks are on Travis.
Nope. They're on Josh. Josh Kimberg.
Josh Miranda.
So, but we will be hanging out the whole weekend. So if you want to come by our booth, I believe it is 226. I think that was our booth number. So
whatever it is, listen to last week's episode, and we did tell you.
Yeah, if you go back to last week's episode.
Right in front of the front door.
And go right towards the end of it, you'll find it. We're right across from the clutter booth.
In front of the front door.
That's all you need to know. So, but as always, I'm Travis.
And I'm Ben.
Have a great Designer Toy Day. Hey everyone, this is Travis Likens from the UVD Weekly Wrap-Up, and we're here today to tell you about a store.
We've got Strange Cat toys, they've got toys for you, and some beard supplies, so check them out.
StrangeCatToys.com, where you'll receive 10% off if you use the code UVD at checkout. Thanks for checking out our video right here on youtube.com/urbanvinyldaily. While you're here, make sure to give us a subscribe and a like. And if you're so gracious, you can share this video on your favorite social network. You can always give us a follow on Instagram or Twitter at Urban Vinyl Daily, or find us on Facebook by going to facebook.com/urbanvinyldaily, and you'll be able to keep up with our latest posts and information going on in the world of UVD. If you want to help us out in more of a monetary way, you can always head over to our store, urbanvinyldaily.storeenvy.com, and check out all the awesome things we have available from great artists from all over the world. Or you can head over to our PayPal and just straight up donate to us to help us keep the lights on and keep things going by going to paypal.com and sending money over to urbanvinyldaily@gmail.com, and that will help us out in more ways than you know. If you want to keep up with everything going on in the world of UVD, make sure to head over to urbanvinyldaily.com. Or if you're interested in sponsorship information, a comment, or a question, make sure to head over to urbanvinyldaily@gmail.com and send us a message. And if it's good enough, we'll answer it right here on the UVD Weekly Wrap-Up. As always, this has been an Urban Vinyl Daily production.